It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, it's Mighty Monkey's Nerd World News. And I'm your host, Natasha Romanoff. I'll be sitting in for Chris today, who is now on assignment in Cardiff. He's left, was it Denmark we sent him to last time, Legoland? And now he's moved over to Scotland and Cardiff. I think he's visiting Torchwood. But
actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to find that patch of land he got for his son.
Oh, could be very well that he starts in Cardiff and then moves out to because Ian's now a lord. That's okay. I lost my papers, but we're gonna the gang's here. We have Elizabeth that's here, John's here, Jason, Peter, everyone's saying hi. I want to thank everyone that stopped by our table this past weekend on Saturday at TorCon. It was very nice to see and talk to you at all. And Elizabeth, I swore that your twin was dressed as Belle that kept passing in front of the table. But I'm just like, if I didn't know better, I would say that was Elizabeth, but it wasn't you. So he might have used the TARDIS to travel. I'm not sure, but we are going to jump into our top story for the night. As some of you may have heard, Doc Brown is time traveling again, but this time he's headed to a galaxy far, far away. Multiple outlets broke the news late Friday that Christopher Lloyd is slated to join season 3 of The Mandalorian. Ooh, ooh. And that was just the gist of the news. No other information is available at this about this appearance and how the character and how it fit into the Star Wars lore, and we're not really sure. But as we say here on Nerd World News, when we know, we'll let you know. And at this point, we are going to jump to me for comics, Comic Chicks. Comic Chicks will not be live this week. We are going to have some comics. The first one, Saga, Chapter 57. The Fiona Staples independent classic from Image Comics continues. Long-term relationships are easy? Lying. The next one for the week, Ms. Marvel Beyond the Limit number 4. Karen is a girl, Karen, Qarin, different than Karen, is a girl who crash landed on Earth and started to take over Kamala Khan's life. But who is she really? How did she get her new doppelganger powers? And why, oh, why does she want revenge on Kamala? And can Miss Marvel stop her before it's too late? Well, you'll have to pick up the comic and see. Last but not least, Barbarella number 8. As the stakes grow higher, we enter the second half of our two-parter. Barbarella and Vix find themselves stranded on a world with intriguing connections to the lady, but overwhelming numbers of opponents to get through if they're to escape with their skin/fur intact. It's sci-fi meets Mesozoic madness. Or to put it another way, it's all a bunch of Jurassic lark. Ha! Come discover the land that really should have forgotten. At this point, we are going to hop over to James.
Hello, hello, one and all. This week on Gaming Street Irregulars, through myriad technical difficulties, thanks to Zencaster going on the fritz in mid-recording, Chrissy and I somehow managed to complete an interview with the man helping supply my Lego arcade with all the glorious replicas of arcade machines you see here in this image, and many, many more. Steve Offman of Flavor Packet Art, which you can find on Etsy, has been doing this for a few years now and has really gotten good at it, I think. We talk his arcade memories, how he got into the Lego Master Builder world, and much, much more. That podcast goes live on Saturday. But now, it's time for Riff Tracks. The digitally distributed movie riffing team of Mike Nelson, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Murphy are entering the video game world, teaming up with Wide Right Interactive, who previously made the similarly themed What the Dub. In this game, you either create your own gags, riffing on clips from notoriously bad movies like Plan 9 from Outer Space, and the allegedly educational short A Case of Spring Fever. Either writing your own gags, which will be read by the game's text-to-voice tech, or selecting the best fitting of over 2,000 newly recorded riffs from the team. Much like the Jackbox game series and What the Dub itself, this game is built for interacting with streaming, Zoom calls, and the like, and will be available on May 5th on all major gaming platforms. That's all I got for this week. Tanya, back to you.
Thank you, James. Just want to go back to some of the comments. Elizabeth had to work, so she didn't get to go to TorCon. She's so excited about the Christopher Lloyd. Part of her thinks that he'd do an excellent Hondo Anaka, but he's betting a new character. Yes, we heard the Hugh Grant rumor, but it says that he's denied that Twitter, but we're not sure if we're going to be close to an announcement. Peter says, I can't see Grant as the doctor. And then Jason says, feel better, Master James. James is in isolation right now. Get in touch with us. You see right here. Oh, yay. I went the right way. Chris at fc3roc.org, Tanya at fc3roc.org, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you need to get a hold of us. And there's our link tree. It is linked to all of our social media presence. So come follow us. Next up, the Batman has crossed the 300 million mark in North America last weekend while maintaining the top spot at the box office. Ticket sales from just this past weekend helped push Robert Pattinson-led movie past that mark, and along with Spider-Man No Way Home are the only two releases to pass that dollar amount. So kind of interesting. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Next, the Academy Awards are coming up this Sunday. Here's hoping our favorite DC, Marvel, and sci-fi movies take home the prizes in their respective categories. Here's a trio to be keeping an eye on. Best Visual Effects. The nominees are Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I'm going to put my my vote in for either Spider-Man or Shang-Chi. I'm not sure. The next category to keep an eye on is the Best Animated Feature Film. Encanto, Flea, Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. I'm voting for Encanto because nobody talks about Juno. Oh, wait, no, Bruno. And the last category to keep your eye on is the Best Costume Design. The nominees were Cruella, Dune, Cyrano, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story. That one I'm not too sure about. I'm going, yeah. I haven't seen any of them, so West Side Story maybe for the accuracy, but I think maybe Dune. I'm not sure, but that's what we have this week for news. Let's see. Andrew Garfield better win for Tick Tick Boom. It's should have also gotten so many more nominations. To be honest, deserved a Best Picture nod. Yep, I haven't seen it. There might be a Dan and Chris Save the Word musical, and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds will be in it. That's what I heard. But, well, we are currently on location in Budapest, and there's little feet running back and forth. So I think it's going to be time for us to close out for the week. James, anything else for this week?
I got Diddley Squat, and Squat just left town.
Yeah, so Chris is in Cardiff. Hopefully we'll get some message for him soon, and we'll see where he goes next week. That's all. That's it, and that's done. Have a great week. Have a safe week, and we are going to see you again next week. Bye, everyone.